Jamal Mecklai is also with us on the phone line. Jamal, good morning. Good to have you here back, Prashant, this side. You're finally getting that big market dump that you've been talking about for the last 1 year, Jamal.
Well, there's been obviously a lot of negativity in the world and there needs some trigger. I'm not even sure that this is really that dump. I think the real issue here is the future of Europe. I mean, 3, 4, 5 years ago, that was the big problem. And I used to, as you may remember, be a strong believer that the euro didn't make sense. Then I turned because I saw that whatever was happening, Germany was holding it together. Now, this shock is going to be interesting to see if this shock is really how they're able to manage it. Because by now, every country in Europe has got the anti-EU political groupings getting stronger. So I think we're in for a period of, in uncertainty, certainty. So volatility will be high. I don't think the markets, are going to move that much more. The sterling is not going to fall much below 135. I'm actually going to buy some pounds today. I'm going to London on a holiday, and today is a good day to buy. But I think the issues are, like I said, these are fundamental issues. Is it possible even for so many countries to come together, which is something that we've taken for granted? In every country, look at the U.S., again, people are saying, I want to be by myself. So we're in this pretty seminal moment, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. So it would follow logically that, other countries would also start getting this kind of popular sentiment, right? Let's vote on it. Let's vote on it, right?
Yeah,
That's natural.
just a year ago, Scotland wanted to leave the United Kingdom, right? Because they wanted to be in Europe. So now they may want to actually call another referendum to be in Europe, but they'll wait because Europe may fall apart, right? I think Angela Merkel is the one who is really under a lot of pressure today.
Yeah. Jamal, so you said pound won't fall below 135, right? That's what you're saying?
Well, it's fallen by 10% in, 20 minutes. I can't imagine it'll fall more. It may, but it's not going to be a material amount, after a 15-point drop. And
the great George Soros has called that it'll drop 20%? How would you sort of see that?
Well, maybe, as I told you, I don't know anything. I'm buying today, right? But who knows where the markets go. Markets do their own thing, But I feel that, I think the real other lesson, right, is the huge amount of the drop, right, also tells you how all the smart people were surprised. And I think what that really tells you is actually all the smart people you interview on TV and the people who talk on various panels actually don't know very much because they spend all their time talking to each other. They don't know what's going on the street. And I think that's the real lesson. Don't depend too much on experts in any field, or certainly as far as markets go.
No, I think that's a great point you make, Jamal, and we are aware of that. That's why we call you, by the way, to give us the truth.
I am no expert. I'm a Buddhu. Talk to the simple people, Terry. They will tell you what's going on.
Yeah. Just one quick point. During the Brexit period, right, the rupee fell some 16% against the dollar. I'm just...
the last time when went, yeah.
Yeah, the Greece episode, right, Brexit. But it didn't happen. Yeah. Is there any chance we might see even some part of that? Some kind of, on the currency, rupee.
No, I think that, it's clear Dr. Rajan believes that rupee volatility should be contained. Even though he has left, he's not left, he's here. He's got enough dollars to protect the rupee. I don't think the rupee is going to fall very dramatically yet. I think what we might see is, since there is going to be continuing uncertainty in the world, we won't see any sort of recovery. We may see it grind lower, because, this is not like 2008 or anything like that. This is just, a fundamental change. India is still more attractive than a lot of other investment destinations. But the fact is today investment is going to be cut back. Right? We are risk off with a very loud OFF because nobody knows what's going to happen. then we have our September FCNR. Now that's when you might see some pressure, right? Some significant pressure. There's lots of uncertainties, so volatility is here to stay for a while, as I wrote in my last column, which is great for my business, but hey, you've got to learn to live with it.
Thanks, Jamal. Thank you for your time.
All right.